So I posed myself, these are the worst categories for engineers on Jeopardy, and this would be the board that would scare the out of me. Fashion, sports, rhetorical questions, movie and television, heavy metal bands, and poetry. I would walk off the show if I had to. And go, Alex, I'm sorry, I'm out of here. I made 0 points. But here we go. Fashion for 200. I'll take fashion for 200, Alex. And the answer is fashion for 200. This trend followed the mini skirt. Engineer's answer, what is the micro skirt? Made perfect sense to me. You asked for uber nerdy. Here we go. Sports for 100. Sports for 100. The answer is, in hockey, it's the difference between the red line and the blue line. Engineer's answer, what is the wavelength?
Hey there, and welcome to yet another episode of Comedy from Home. This is the comedy show that comes to you from my office right here in my home in Southern California. I am your host, Don McMillan. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you're doing good. Today's show, very nerdy. From that opening clip, you could probably tell. If you're into physics and wavelengths and qubits, this is the Quantum Comedy Show. Quantum comedy. That's what today's show is. And what is quantum comedy, you ask? Well, here's the deal with quantum comedy. Either it's funny or it isn't. It's quantum comedy. That's it. There's just two states. Funny or not funny. This is not analog comedy. There's not kind of funny. It's either funny or it isn't. And today's show is, I'm really just setting up this clip that I'm about to show. I did a show this week. Possibly one of the nerdiest shows I've ever done. And I wanted to share some of the clips from that for a company called Zurich Instruments. And if you don't know them, go check them out. They're an incredible company. They've only been around for 2008, and all they do is make test and measurement equipment for dynamic signal analysis, in particular for quantum computing. So they do a lot. They do like qubit analyzers and waveform generators and lock-in amplifiers and phase lock loops, all for quantum computing. You can't get any nerdier than that. And immediately that screams to me, of course, comedy. When I hear qubits, I hear quantum analysis. That's comedy to me, or it isn't. That's it. It's quantum. But today's show is a bit. I do this for most companies, but this was a particular nerdy one, where I go to their website, and again, go to the Zurich Instruments website. They're called Zinnians, by the way. I love that. People who work for Zurich Instruments are Zinnians, and I am now an honorary Zinnian, and I am honored to be an honorary Zinnian. I had to pull my pants up. Your pants have to be above your nipples, because they're very nerdy. There was a lot of snorting going on in this show. But I went to their website and go to it. Great company. And I was looking through there, and by the way, very funny. Click after click. It was very funny. But what I did is I pulled a lot of the terms out that you would use to do test and measurement devices for quantum mechanics, and I attached jokes to those words. So next time they're talking about waveform analyzers or whatever, there's a joke attached to that word, and maybe they'll think of it and they'll laugh and they'll go, and they'll snort. Hopefully they'll snort. So today's bit, I'm just setting it up, and then hopefully you'll enjoy this, is I've picked out these quantum terms and attached jokes to them, and that's what today's clip is. Hopefully put in some jokes there in their future so that Zurich Instruments is a funny, nerdy place to work. And I thought you would enjoy it too. So please stick around. The rest of this episode is from the Zurich Instruments show, which I called Quantum Comedy. Roll the video.
Qubit. Oh, God. I love that you guys do. I haven't talked about qubits and quantum analysis since college. So the fact that I could do a qubit joke is great. So a qubit, that's the bit before the R bit and after the P bit. That's the qubit. Where else can I do a qubit joke? You pull off somebody in the street and ask them if they know what a qubit is. They go, I think it's a character in a video game. They have no idea what a qubit is. They have no idea. Quantum mechanic. That's an auto repair guy who can either fix your car or can't. That's it. It's only two states. Only two states to a quantum mechanic. That's it. That's a joke like 5 people would get. Okay. All right. You guys are going to get a ticket for too many letters in your acronyms, okay? That's too many. Super high frequency quantum analyzer. Did I get that right? I think I did. Yeah. Yes. SHFQA. That is Kim Kardashian trying to recite the alphabet. SHFQA. Fucking amplifier. I feel sad for them. That's an amplifier who never gets out. Oh, he's a lock-in. He has no friends. Poor amplifier. And it's even worse because of an amplifier. Oh, that's so sad. Spin-based quantum computing. Spin-based quantum computing. That's regular quantum computing that sounds better thanks to marketing. Put the spin on that one. That's much better quantum computing thanks to us. Design for... Now, I was a designer And when we design for test, this is what we call design for test. As a designer, not putting your name anywhere in the design so the test engineers cannot find you. Very important. That is very important when you're a designer. How to design for test. Artificial intelligence, that is a far superior to artificial stupidity. That's true. That is way better. That's way, way better. That's a dumb joke. Periodic waveform analyzer. Here's a joke I've never tried before. Yeah, why would I have this joke written? I would never have this joke. Periodic waveform analyzer. That's a waveform analyzer that only works 3 days a month. Yeah, sorry. Just stay on. He works on every other Tuesday, but not the third one. That's it. Another one, the arbitrary waveform generator. Waveform generator that only works when it's in the mood. I don't feel like working today. I'll put out what I want. I'm arbitrary. That's the best joke in the world right there. All right. Forgive me for being stupid. Demodulator. That's the mortal enemy of the modulator. There's the demodulator and the modulator. They fight it out. It's a new comic book I'm coming out with. I'm going to be the demodulator.